Ladies and gentlemen, here I am today at Nextep, one of the coolest looking facilities I've ever been in. It's just awesome, right here in Norman, Oklahoma. These cool people get to do HR benefits and payroll and service other companies so their companies don't have to worry about that kind of stuff and they can just focus on their business. The environment is just awesome here. Let's go meet some of the employees and see what they have to say about working here. How would you describe the culture of Nextep?
Family. Very.
Why would you say that?
They care about their people. They care about. They take a lot of time and thought into the people they hire, the things they do for those people to keep us happy. They care about us and our family.
So what would you say are some of the values or the culture here at Nextep?
Nextep definitely puts people first.
What people?
Clients, employees, I think everybody we run into.
Really? Have you found that translates into your life outside of work here? Do you find yourself being more attentive and caring about people?
I would say so, but I think that they deliberately hire people that put people first.
Really? How do they do that? Because that's a pretty fascinating idea that, like, let's get people who already are kind of wired to do that.
I have no idea, but we have an awesome recruiter.
All right. Well, there you hear it. It all starts with the hiring. Thank you very much, ladies. What would you say are some of the values here at Nextep?
It's a corporate culture, but with a family atmosphere.
Hold on. When you say corporate culture, what does that mean to you?
Well, corporate culture is, we think about our clients. We're all about the service that we provide and what we do as Nextep, but then it's also about how the employees internally are treated, and they're treated like family.
Family. So I've heard that theme already. So family is kind of a consistent idea that's happening. How does that take place? You guys do picnics on the lawn? What do you do? Family reunions?
It may be a snow cone day out in front when the snowmobile comes. It may be a family fun day at Hay Day. It may be just gathering in the corporate conference center and talking about the company, but also recognizing the employees and what they do each and every day. So
very cool. All right. Well, thank you very much. What is a way, so you've been here a year and a half, what is a way that Nextep kind of keeps you engaged? I talk to people about employee engagement, all that sort of thing. How do you feel like you are kept engaged, and what causes you to engage in Nextep in the work that you do?
I would say that one of the ways they do keep us engaged is through the different activities that we do, one of being Quest, which we do monthly, where we have a company meeting and we really talk about different disc profiles with personalities and how can we interact with each other when we have different personalities and things like that.
And what would you say is one of your favorite things about working at Nextep?
It's like a family, working with...
Oh my goodness, everybody's talking about family. Do all of you have very functional families at home?
No.
This is the most functional family you get to be a part of.
Yes.
Okay. And let me ask you this, when you say it's like a family, what does that mean to you?
Just everybody's very supportive of one another. We all have the same goal in mind, so we're all working towards the same goal, same...
What is that goal?
Be successful.
What has caused you to stay engaged here? What does Nextep do to help you be engaged? And then what do you do to make sure you stay engaged?
Open lines of communication for sure help you stay engaged. So kind of helps bring the entire mission back on point. So if there's ever any, miscommunication, maybe I'm not on the same page about something, open lines of communication with my supervisor, with my coworkers, being able to walk into Brian's office whenever I need to kind of helps.
Brian being the CEO.
Yes, yes.
How long have you worked here?
7 years.
What the heck? 7 years? What has enabled you to stay here that long and still have good things to say about it?
the people. My boss is amazing. She's right over there.
Oh my gosh. We may go talk to her and see what she does. Or did she pay you to say that?
No, she did not. But for real, she really is awesome. But all the people here are awesome, and they just, I don't know.
So let me go a little deeper then.
Okay.
So, because everybody that'll be watching this show has a boss,
Right.
and some of them may think, I wish my boss was awesome. What are some actual things a boss does? I mean, you've been here 7 years, so you've had lots of seasons of ebb and flow of just your personal life, professional life, your aspirations. What are some things that stand out that say this is what really causes, when I think of my boss, to think of her as awesome? What are some very specific kind of things she does?
So I feel like she leads by example. She's not above doing anything that, like, oh, I'm the boss. This is not what I do. This is what you do. So she'll be willing to jump in and help us to do anything, regardless of what it is. I think she truly cares about us as individuals. We're not just her little worker bees. Like, we're her friends. And so she treats us like that. And I think she's just always willing to listen, always willing to help us, and even professionally as well as just personally too. So, like, she's always willing to give you whatever you need to be successful. Like, you never have to be like, well, if I had this, then I could do this. Like, she's gonna always advocate for you and provide what you need to be successful in your job.
That's pretty amazing. How long have you worked here?
A month.
Awesome. No, that is fantastic. Why did you come to work here?
The culture, actually.
Really? Like, what spoke to you? Because you're fresh in, and there's not a lot of history with people, and so what was it that you thought this would be a great place to land?
Well, when I was doing my research on the company, I couldn't find a bad review about the employees working here. So that was a big step.
So now that you've been here a month, what have you discovered about this place? Like, what makes it tick where people gel so well?
Well, it's sort of a family culture. We get together a lot. So there's a lot of meetings, and a lot of get-togethers. So that's a big thing. There's not really a disconnect between, management and floor employees. So I've been going through department meetings. So as far as they want you to learn what each department does. So
you've got a full picture of kind of the whole operation.
Absolutely, and that's ongoing. So
that's cool.
Yeah, that'll probably go through August. So
wow.
Yeah.
Congratulations, man. Glad you're here.
I would describe it as awesome because Nextep cares about family, and they care about that we get along, and they care about everything. They care that we eat. They care that our family eats. They care that we're well taken care of, that we like where we work. Everybody. I mean, they only hire people that care. So, I mean, the leadership, they definitely care. And then also,
let me just say this is a ridiculous idea on this hiring, because I'm hearing it constantly. It's one of the things I'm hearing a lot about the hiring. How do you know if people care before you hire them? How do you think that's accomplished?
well, because I think we have an amazing recruiter because they hired her and she's amazing. So I think we have a really good hiring process. So our recruiter screens people. We also hire people like Danae, who is a minion of somebody that already works here. So you bring in a lot of people that already know people, and then you get the same culture, and then they kick you out if you don't behave properly. I mean, that helps too. I think, if you don't stick to the culture, then you're getting the boot.
That is good. Let's keep it pure.
Yeah,
People that care.
that's right.
I feel cared for. What are other values that Nextep possesses?
Well, our 4 core values are transparency, entrepreneurial spirit, celebrate success, and people.
That shows up in what people are saying. How would you define the culture of Nextep?
Wonderful, collaborative, fun, exciting.
All right. And what would you say are things that this place values?
People's time and people's opinions, I think, is probably a really good way to answer that. They definitely listen to people. If people have good ideas, they run with them. So I would say the initiative to listen to that.
Let's talk to her. You're not pretending.
Hard pass.
Hard pass?
Yeah.
What do you mean by that?
Hard pass on this.
Okay. I feel the love. That thing about family, these are all my brothers and sisters rejecting me. What do you love about Nextep?
I love the employees that we work with. Everyone is very passionate about what they do, and they really enjoy each other's companies, and it's very contagious when you come into work every day.
Let me ask you this. People talk about family, team. I've heard a lot of really positive things. Everyone would love to work in an environment like that. How does Nextep cultivate that and then maintain it?
It's hard work. I mean, we really focus on hiring the best talent that is out there. And then also on top of that, like you said, cultivating it and nourishing it and looking for ways of doing things better. And also encouraging the morale, just keeping the employees lifted.
Ladies and gentlemen, the things we have heard today with the employees of Nextep have just kind of blown my mind. They have an amazing hiring process that not only captures the culture with people coming in, but helps those who don't really fit exit the building. They have a family environment that helps people with open lines of communication, with transparency, with having a willingness to be focused on a singular goal. I heard that time and time again. Very fascinating approach to nurturing employee engagement. But what do you expect from Nextep? They're a company who are providing HR services to businesses all over the world. Maybe they could provide services for you, but more importantly, they could show you and offer you a way to nurture and cultivate a culture that makes a difference. Thanks so much for watching.